Hi, my name is Ben. I'm a physical therapist here at Total Physical Therapy in Amarillo, and today we're going to find out if you have vertigo. Benign Paroxysmal Positional Vertigo, or BPPV, or vertigo, is the most common reason why someone experiences dizziness, accounting up for 20% of all the people that experience dizziness. In today's video, we're going to discuss what is BPPV and what are some easy ways that you can find out if you have this type of vertigo. While the reason why we get BPPV is described as idiopathic, basically meaning we don't really understand why it starts happening, a lot of people can describe certain events leading up to having BPPV. Some common ones are head trauma, like getting in a car accident or an ear infection. But at the end of the day, we really don't understand why somebody gets BPPV, but we do understand the mechanism of how it works. So basically, in our utricle and our saccule, we have these crystals called otolith crystals, and they're floating on little cilia or hair-like structures. Sometimes these otoliths can get detached and float into what we call the semicircular canals. Now, if you remember from a previous video, the semicircular canals are responsible for head rotation movements. So if this otolith gets stuck in one of those canals, it's going to impact the sensation that your brain receives whenever you're rotating your head in space. For example, whenever someone has BPPV, whenever I turn my head, one ear is sending good information and one ear is sending bad information. Whenever your brain gets mixed signals, it's going to be confused and it's going to express dizziness as a result. Some symptoms that you can feel whenever you have BPPV is that the room is spinning for typically short periods of time, anywhere from 5 seconds up to a minute. You also may experience lightheadedness or even nausea. So now that we understand a little bit of the mechanism of BPPV, let's talk about some tests that you can do at home to see if you have this type of vertigo. The first test is called the roll test. What you do is you lay on your back, you put 2 or 3 pillows behind your head so that your head is elevated about 30 degrees above 0 degrees or being completely laying down flat. What you do is you roll onto your left side as quickly as you can. You have to wait in this position for at least 10 seconds. If you feel dizzy, I recommend staying in this position and waiting for the vertigo sensation to go away. Then you can have an idea of how long it typically lasts. This is good information for you to provide for a therapist or a doctor whenever you go see them. If you roll onto your left side and you feel dizzy, what I would recommend is rolling back onto your back and testing the right side as well. Roll onto your right side and see if it also makes you dizzy. The next test that we are going to perform is the Dix-Hallpike test. To perform this test, you're going to place 1 to 2 pillows behind you while you're sitting up in bed. You are going to turn your head to the left about 45 degrees. And then you're going to lay backwards where the pillows are going to be basically behind your shoulders and your head is going to be laying off the back of the pillows, hanging upside down about 20 to 30 degrees. This motion has to be very quick. And the reason the motion has to be quick is because we need to get the fluid in those canals to move very quickly. If you feel dizzy in this position, wait and see how long the dizziness lasts. Again, this is good information for you to take to your doctor or therapist whenever you go see them. To perform the test on the other side, you're going to sit back up, you're going to turn your head to the right, and then again, laying back very quickly, you're going to lay back to where your head is off the edge of the pillows and wait at least 10 seconds to see if you experience any dizziness. If you do, again, wait to see how long the dizziness lasts, and this will be good information to give to your doctor or physical therapist. If you have dizziness of any type, it is a very good idea that you go get screened by a medical professional. However, if you have a positive test with one of these tests, there's a very good likelihood that you have benign paroxysmal positional vertigo or vertigo. What this means is that you can come see a physical therapist and we should be able to help you get those crystals back to the place where they belong. If we can get the crystal that's lodged in that semicircular canal to move back to the place where it belongs in the utricle or the saccule, this should improve your symptoms quite dramatically and very quickly. We can perform the same tests that you did, and the reason we need to see them here is because we have to look for a certain phenomenon called a nystagmus. The nystagmus is basically your eyes beating back and forth, and that will give us information on confirming whether that crystal is lodged in a specific canal. Once we can discover where that crystal is, we can perform a series of techniques to get that otolith crystal to move back to where it belongs. When that happens, your symptoms should dramatically improve. So if you have a positive test, go ahead and call your local physical therapist and get an appointment and see if there's something that we can do for you. I hope you found this video beneficial. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, leave those down in the comment section down below. And as always, I hope you guys have a great day.